This project is a homage to libraries. Libraries are the carriers of culture. What was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world? The library at Alexandria. The difference with our culture is we can now make available libraries on the web.
The interesting challenge for libraries is that we have incredible new ways of dealing with information, not only the content of the information that we get, but the ways that we organize and deliver it. So this has transformed not only the collections of the library, but the actual internal operations and the way we interact with people who want to use libraries.
Every day, something new becomes possible, which was not possible before. The books and materials that we have found to put up on the website are scanned by a Curtis scanner, which takes a 300-page book and scans the entire book in 30 minutes. Then, because of new technology, which is available, we can do a word search on that material, and we can find every mention of Tenements, Florence Kelley, Henry Demarest Lloyd, Clara McDermott, Josephine Vilcrest, anyone who is mentioned in those documents. So these documents are available for the first time to people.
Well, the interaction between print and digital is one of the most interesting things we've seen in recent years. As we've gained more experience with the digital, it has improved people's awareness of the print. When we digitize things that people didn't know we had, it fulfills several purposes at once. First, it does help us preserve the original physical object, which is extremely important for scholarship and cultural heritage. But secondly, the digital object makes it much more widely shareable, most importantly to our undergraduates here on campus or anywhere else in the country, and then a much wider audience, for example, students in K-12 education, people in other countries, now are able to see rare and distinctive objects which they had never had that opportunity previously.
Not only are we in the middle of a technological revolution, we're in the middle of a legal, social, and cultural revolution with regard to who owns materials, who owns written materials, who owns books, who owns letters.
Copyright is probably a much bigger challenge to digitizing than the actual technology. And images are even more difficult than dealing with text when it comes to copyright. Images may have many layers of copyright. For example, if you have a work of art, the work of art itself may be copyrighted. Then somebody takes a photograph of it, the photograph is copyrighted. The museum purchases the object or the photograph or both. The museum now may have a copyright interest. Somebody puts on a web page, the website, the publisher of a book that includes the image. So when we try to digitize an image, there may be 4 or 5 intervening layers of copyright that we have to try to discover in order to make yet another digital copy.
It remains what we call a heavily contested area in which different things, new things come along every day and change, and the landscape changes every minute. So that's part of the revolution.
Libraries have so many choices, it may seem very difficult to know what to do first. On the other hand, it comes back to some quite old notions of simply strategy and mission. Each library really serves a particular constituency and set of audiences and has particular strengths. So we want to build on those. We want to have a strategic plan, know what is most important to our audiences, what are the most distinctive things about our collections and our staff expertise, and then build on those collections, that area of expertise, in order to deliver what our students and faculty need.
From the outset, we have benefited from the collaboration of so many institutions within Northwestern University itself, most importantly the library and the various libraries around the campus, the law school library from day one, and its expert, skilled, wonderful librarians have made these projects, the Homicide Project and the Florence Kelley Project, possible.
Well, the services that we offer really reflect our key attempts to try to tailor and match particular services to particular types of scholarly and student needs. And the key here is often the subject. It varies quite a lot depending on whether a person is a high-energy physicist or a medieval historian. It also varies depending on whether the person is an undergraduate student, a doctoral student, an advanced research faculty. So we really have to juggle the types of services, the types of collections to particular subjects and particular levels of users.
We try and make it accessible to people. We try and make sense out of it. We try to say, look, you judge this. What do you think is important? What are you going to find there? This is how you go there, what you can find, and there's so much more. This is just the beginning.